Farmers in Spain and Portugal would not have successful fruit and vegetable crops were it not for successful pollinators. Now, obviously, pollinators, I'm talking about honeybees. On this trip with LSU Ag Leadership Class 15 are two Louisiana beekeepers who give their perspective on an apiary we visited on the Iberian Peninsula. The hum of buzzing insects may make some people turn and run away, but for Louisiana beekeeper and member of LSU Ag Leadership Class 15, Amy Weeks, it draws her in, well, like a bee to a flower.
It's already very different from home.
Weeks, along with other members of Class 15, are at the Cortesano Honey Ranch south of Seville. This apiary has about 2,000 hives. The bee bumbler himself, Randy Fair, is an alum of the Ag Leadership Program and is along for the tour. He's here to learn about the challenges Spanish beekeepers face.
Beekeepers are all the same. We love our bees, we love our honey, we want to do the best we can for them, but each country has a different problem. Right now ours is the small hive beetle. Here they mentioned the wasp that we don't have yet. Other countries have a giant hornet that can just decimate a hive. And I'm glad we don't have that either. But it seems like just about all of us have the varroa. #1 decimator, killer of the beehives in the world.
Weeks is noticing some of the differences. Like the rosemary the beekeeper adds to the smoker. Beekeepers use smokers to make bees less aggressive.
I've heard that some herbs do have a more calming effect on the bees, so maybe it does.
But what they put in their smokers is just one small difference between American and Iberian beekeepers.
They have a different race of bee, so that bee itself is managed a little differently. They have a smaller colony, so we can collect more honey from our bees because we breed specifically for special traits, and the Italian bee itself makes more honey, and they use the Iberian bee, which looked like a smaller nest cavity. So, and they weren't selecting for specific traits. That really surprised me. I thought they would do more picking and selecting.
That could change because Iberian beekeepers are noticing less honey from these bees.
I wasn't surprised though when he said that honey production was half now what it was 10, 15 years ago, because ours is too. And they're attributing it to pesticides. And I agree, partly pesticides, but in the U.S. it's also loss of floral sources, habitat for pollinators, and also the varroa mite. I mean, they're decimating our bees. And they have them here.
What the beekeepers at the Cortesano Honey Ranch also have is a thriving agritourism business, complete with a restaurant and gift shop.
I like the way they incorporate more education into their whole business plan. I thought that was really smart, and if there's room for it, why not do that?